Hey, hey, happy Friday, friends. Can you give me a little love below if you can hear me okay? I've got my beats in and I'm sitting in the car because my um phone Wi-Fi was not the greatest. So now I'm on car Wi-Fi, so I'm hoping that you guys can see and hear me okay. So if you can you just let me know below so then that way I know that I can continue on with our training this morning. Hope y'all are having a fantastic Friday. And if you are tuning in, let me know who you are because it says comment from Facebook. It doesn't tell me who's actually on. I'm trying to look at my phone. Okay, Melanie says she can hear me. I'm looking I'm looking here for comments because otherwise it just says comment from Facebook. All right, awesome. Super excited. So today we are going to talk a little bit about oops, there we go. Now I've got my car trying to share the live. I gotta turn the volume down on that one. Technical, all the things, right? Mobile office, don't mind my car, it's a mess. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's talk about all of the things that we are doing as a team, our goals, and all of the above. So one thing last night that I was super excited to share in one of our chats that we have. So if you are, okay, somebody said they can hear me. Some said they can't hear me. So I think we're good. I'm hoping we're good. All right. So this is what happens when you have a mobile office. All right. So last night in one of our chats, we were talking about having your posts be authentic, genuine, tell a story. So I want to share a little bit about that. Y'all are laughing at me, so I'm glad I can make your day at my expense. All right, so let's talk about first our life posting. So one of the things that you definitely want to consider when you are posting is your quality over your quantity. Okay, so if you notice, I don't post 16 times a day. Your stories are the place to do that. Stories are a great place to share what you're doing behind the scenes. It's like a backstage pass to your life, okay? So the post that you put out there, if it doesn't entertain, educate, or inspire, I don't post it. I don't post anything that says, CBD this, CBD that, blah, 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 blah. I share information about CBD and provide value to people, and that's where it is. But I don't share like graphics of little memes or anything with CBD because it doesn't, there's no point to it. It's not going to get great engagement. And so when I post something, it's with intent. And so you should too. So how you want to attract people to you. So let's talk a little bit about attracting people to you. So if you are adding new friends on a daily basis, if you are, engaging with people on Facebook, they're going to see your post. So when we do these power hours, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, it primes the pump. Okay. So you're going to hear that a little bit. Priming the pump is when you are engaging with other people before you're posting. So they're going to see your information in their feed. Okay. This is how you work with the algorithm instead of against it and try to constantly figure out like, what am I doing wrong? Why is nobody seeing my stuff? Why is no one engaging? Now, I will also tell you some really good quality posts that you post about the valuable information about what to look on CBD, all that stuff. Sometimes it doesn't get any post like engagement, but people are in your inbox. Okay. So I want you to consider that. Just make sure it's over quality over quantity. Also, make sure you're posting at a peak time. What does that mean? We have a whole unit section on Facebook in this group. So if you've not gone through that, there's a great load of information on posting. There's information about power hours, which we'll get to in a second. There's information on life posting. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. So let me scroll through, make sure everybody can hear me, see me, all the things. Feel free to comment with questions as well. So for today, we are going to focus on life posting. All right, so life posting is sharing your experience. It's sharing where you were when you started your journey with this company. When I found this product, I X, Y, and Z. Now that I have been using it for a while, I am X, Y, and Z, obviously compliantly, right? And then I'm so excited for X, Y, and Z. So if you look at my post last night, I shared a little bit of my story. So your story is something no one can take from you, okay? So if you have reservations about sharing your real raw truth, that's what you need to be sharing. because people need to know that you are damaged goods just like they are, that you're not perfect, that you have flaws, that you can be the authentically you best version showing up on social media, so that way they can relate to you, because people buy from people that they know, like, and trust, and they buy people before they buy product. Okay. So I want you to remember that when you're posting the thing. So a good example, again, is where you were when you started, where you are now, and where you're going. Now, I will tell you, because I'm probably going to get some objections on this, is if you do not have a big story yet, right? Like, some of you are thinking, oh, I'm not making over $1,000 a month. I'm just hopping in to join the comma club. Whatever BS story that you're telling yourself of why you can't post something is crap, okay? You've got to give yourself some leeway and realize that people are admiring your mindset. They're admiring what you post. They're looking to your page to be the place of reprieve from all the drama and chaos on social media. Okay, they're looking for fun. They're looking for freedom. They're looking for things that are hilarious, right? So I posted something the other day that talked about how moms need to talk to rocks basically in order to prepare for parenthood, because that's how well your kids listen, right? That's funny. I got a lot of engagement on that. I'm still getting engagement on that 3 days later. All right. Getting shares on that. So be you, be authentically you, but make sure you're showing up every single day. Now, I will tell you, since I started with my content calendar and I can literally map out topic ideas of what I want to post about, I'm showing up again because I was creating all the content for a while and doing all the things. So my posting went on the back burner to try and build all the things for our team. So having a content calendar for me is really helping me to get those quality posts out there and share a story. You need to be really good at sharing your story. So if you're like, I don't have a story, I don't know what you're talking about, you need to talk about the things that hurt you. And I'm telling you this from a loving place, but it's not only going to heal you, but it's going to help heal other people. Okay. So if you are understanding what I'm talking about with sharing your story, let me know below so that way I can see, yes, I'm following you. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. And if you're struggling with this, then I encourage you to practice. Get it on your notepad in your phone and just share some ideas. Maybe get a pen and paper and brainstorm. I talk about a lot in this last few months really about being homeless. That's not something I really ever shared with people before. But it wasn't until Dallas, when I was sitting on stage next to Andre Popa, that, he was sharing his story. And I had mentioned, something about being homeless as a kid. And even he was kind of like, wow, he had no idea. So you never know what someone's story is, but you need to be able to share your story. Maybe you had, a situation that you don't talk about and you've kind of pushed it under the rug. It's very freeing and healing to know you're not the only one that's struggled with that, not the only one that's gone through that test in your life, because your mess will become your message and your testimony of how God has changed your life if you let it. Don't keep it trapped inside. Your message needs to be shared. Your message needs to be heard. People need to be able to know that there's other people struggling and suffering like they were. Okay. So for us with MS Health, she's done a complete 180, but I still share where we were when I started with my last business, because it changed our life. Okay. This industry as a whole changed our life, and it will change your life and thousands of other lives if you allow it. But you've got that vulnerability to be able to share that, so that way it gives people hope. People need hope, but you can't make a plan on hope. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below if that makes sense to you, that you need to give people hope, but you can't hope things will work out. Okay. So you need to show the way. You need to light the path for people, because the people that have gone before you and have rank advanced and done the things are trying to coach you and to guide you on how to do the things, but you've got to be willing to open up to implement them. And I'm going to share with you, hey, Angela, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to pick on Jamie a little bit, and she knows that I picked on her a little bit a lot lately, but it's because she has done a 180. She has flipped around from, and she said this a few weeks ago on our Monday Night Huddle, that, she went from posting recipes to really being intentional with her content. And last night when I put out a challenge to a few people on our team and I said, hey, who's up for this tonight? She did. She sent me what she had. I pushed back on her a little bit, and I said, share a little bit more on this because I know your story. And she did, and she woke up today and she has crazy engagement on that post. So that's an opportunity for more people to see her stuff, more people to share it, more lives to change, and more impact to make. Okay, so know we're here for a purpose, and sharing your life it shouldn't be something that's fake, y'all. It should be your story, but you need to get really good at sharing your story. Those pain points are what people need to be able to see hope for themselves through you. Okay, so that's all I'm going to share about life posting today. But if you hear me talk about that, you need to be doing that several times a week. Maybe that's on Thursday with payday. And maybe you just share, you know what? You don't even have to share a screenshot of your paycheck, but you say something like, man, when I found this business, I was struggling with X, Y, and Z. You know, we were clipping coupons. This is my story. We were clipping coupons. You know, I had gone back to teaching because I didn't have any source of income. I was going without food so my kids could eat. And, you know, yesterday I was able to spend a lot of money to be able to feed our community. And that's something that I couldn't have even done for my family 2 years ago. Okay, so you don't have to share something so big, but maybe it's your grocery bill and you're paying for groceries with your paycheck. And what a relief that is to be able to have that extra income. Maybe you made $50 this week. I'm so excited. I made my very first paycheck with my business, and I can't wait to see in the next 90 days where it goes. Okay, so small things impact people the most. Me posting a $17,000 paycheck is like, people don't get it. They can't relate to that, okay? But they can relate to my struggles. They can relate to my pain points, and they can relate to the fact that I have gone through that, and I can show them how to do that as well, just like I'm showing you now, okay? So let's talk about the next thing. I'm going to pull my stuff up here. All right, so we got live posting. All right, so it's Friday. Follow-up Friday is kind of my thing. So we all know there's kind of a flow to the week, right? So Fridays, I follow up with people. I follow up a lot of times with, you know, just engaging. So your follow-up doesn't have to be, hey, are you ready to order? It should be, hey, how's your weekend? Hey, how has your week been? Hey, how was your 4th of July? Because being a friend first is what builds relationships. And if you tell me I don't have time to build relationships with people, you're in the wrong industry, okay? This entire business is about building relationships. Partner that with your mindset and being able to believe and have a vision of where you're going, you will be unstoppable. All right. Be a friend first. Act like people that are brand new on your Facebook are already your friend. And make sure you're connecting with people, just like Angela said, be relational. Just like you're connecting with people on your social media, be finding people that have common interests. Be finding people in groups that you're in, that you have, you know, maybe you're a homeschool mom like I am, and you find people in homeschool groups. Maybe you are out, you know, I don't know, maybe you have a hobby. Maybe you're a soccer mom like I am, sitting here on the field, showing you that you can literally work from anywhere, right? As long as your car has Wi-Fi, which is one of the reasons I bought this car. At any rate, you need to be able to connect with people that have similar interests as you. So you need to find who your ideal customer or team member is, and then nurture those people and build relationships. But you should not be out there like, oh, I'm going to sign up all these people. You should be out there providing value to people and giving them that hope. Okay. So yes, create friends. I'm not sure who said that. So absolutely, absolutely. All right, so following up on Fridays. Fridays are a great day to reach out to your customers, to shout out your people, to you know, connect with friends, maybe add some people and connect with them. But following up does not always mean, hey, are you ready to order? It absolutely means building a relationship with people, okay? So next up, let's talk about power hours. Okay, so we have been doing power hours for the last couple weeks consistently. And those of you that have hopped on one, please share below with what you're loving so much about these power hours. Personally, I love the power hours because it makes me focused. It keeps me disciplined during an hour, whether I'm leading it or whether I'm a part of it, depending on my availability. But those are meant for you. They're not recorded. Those are meant for you to hop on live to be able to go through the things, okay? So it's just nice to have people on to be able to say, hey, I had somebody message me back already. I'm so excited. Or, hey, I got a new order. Or, you know, yesterday I led my power hour and Jamie was on, and I think Melanie was on for a little while too. And Melanie set up a Shaper account while we were on there because we started off with Shaper. So I know Jamie was like, oh, I haven't used this in a while. And she opened it up. She's like, oh my gosh, I have a message from somebody wanting to order. So she's been building those relationships in there today and said that she's already got 3 or 4 people interested. So you just need to hop on a power hour. So if you're not sure when those power hours are happening, go to the event section in this group. So that way you have the information and you can put it in your calendar on when those are available. Now, Jamie is being so awesome and leading an evening time power hour for us on Wednesday nights, but most of the other ones right now are during the day because a lot of us are at home with kids for summer. And so we are going to have, some flexibility on that with who's leading them, when they're leading them, and all that. So make sure you're checking the event section in this group so that way you know when the power hours are. And you know what? If you can't attend a live power hour, if you go to the unit section in here also, we have the printout that most people are following for what to do during the power hours. So you can do your own power hours and be able to focus on what you're really trying to accomplish in that hour. This business does not take a lot of time, but it does take a lot of consistency. Would y'all agree with that? If you agree with that, put yes, I agree. Consistency is key. So at any rate, let's go ahead and close this out with our goal for today. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking a little bit rough if you're just hopping on. It's like 85, 90 degrees out here at the field, and I've been sitting here for a hot minute. I just came to the car with the air conditioning and the Wi-Fi. So, all right. So the other thing here, let's do our goal. So our goal for this month is 125,000 BV. Right now we're sitting right at about 49. So we have a long ways to go in the next week and a half. So if you have not been consistently focused on your business, maybe you have people that are on the fence. Sorry, y'all, my eyes are watering. It's so bright out here. If you have people that are on the fence about, products or opportunity, you need to be utilizing a third-party validation tool, which is a 3-way chat or one of those videos that's in the section at the top of this group in the unit section with our video library and resource library. Okay. Now, you will see if you are doing any other outside training outside of what I'm teaching you from any network marketing coach that's a generic coach, they always talk about third-party validation tools. So this is right where I will tell you that's why I made these, because we didn't really have any third-party validation tools until I created this library here in the last few weeks. Because talking to other leaders and realizing that we didn't have those things, not only as a team, but also on as a company-wide tool that they're working now to implement for us, which is awesome. But I knew that we needed that, and I didn't want to wait around because I know what's coming and it's going to be epic. But I want you guys to start utilizing those third-party tools to see where you are at now and where you are going. Now, something that Bob Heilig said yesterday, because I'm doing a 5-day challenge and I know a few of us are, it's so nice to be able to get different ideas from different people, right? So Bob was talking about the importance of third-party tools, which Fraser's been talking a lot about as well lately, and Rob Sperry as well. So I know that we're on the right track because I have multiple coaches giving me the same information, okay? So those third-party tools, what you really need to be focusing is not being the expert. And Bob talked about this yesterday. If you are the expert, everyone thinks that they need to be the expert too, okay? So we took away the needing to be the expert to create the video library. So you can just say, if I sent you a video on that product, would you watch it? You don't have to know anything about any product. Somebody that's brand new should be able to hop into this team, use that video library, send somebody a message, and not even know how the products work. And I will tell you 100 times over that Tina Joy Carroll, my very good friend, is a prime example of this. She still asks me questions about the cut plan and things like that because she just doesn't know, because she didn't need to know that. She just needed to know the product worked and how to use something to get them in. Okay, so she pre-rolls the people, gets them in, follows up, does the things, right? So you can be a top earner in this company if you use your tools frequently and if you're using those third-party validations, because it's important sometimes for people to step out, not see you, but be introduced to somebody else that's already led the way. And so they know that more than one person is going to be there to guide them, support them, and teach them as they go along this journey. So I'm super pumped. We have a lot to do in the next week. Next week, I actually have family in town. So your amazing leaders have stepped up. Melissa's going to be leading our Monday night team huddle, and Angela's going to be leading my power hour next Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern time. So be on the lookout for those things. And I'm super proud of this team and all we've accomplished, but I know that we are made for more. I know that we can do more than we're doing right now, but we have to get it in our minds that we can do those things, because it starts in the mind, and then you create that action and momentum and belief when you start seeing those little results coming in, okay? So feed your mind with positivity every single day. And absolutely, it takes pressure off. You don't have to know everything. Use those tools. I love it. I don't know who said that because I can't see comments, who's commenting, but it's absolutely true. So just this week, having, like I said, that content calendar has allowed me to be able to really focus, and I'm getting more people saying, oh, hey, I meant to reach out to you about this. Now, an example, okay? An opportunity. You need to always be looking for opportunity, and you need to tell yourself, I find opportunity everywhere I go. Okay, so I'm going to close out with this for you today. So for example, I have a girl that bought for me my last little business that I did. It was a little jewelry thing for a few months to help put food on the table because I literally was going hungry. Okay. So I just did that. I wasn't excited about that for, it was jewelry. It's whatever. Okay. So if you sold jewelry, it's not residual. People aren't going to be buying jewelry every single month. Right. So, and I did not see myself there forever. It was just a temporary thing for me to help bring in some extra income. But at any rate, so I met her through that. She does another direct sales company, and she had a thing the other day that said, hey, who has a remedy for mosquito bites? And I said, well, if you had some CBD oil, you could totally put it on there because it helps with mosquito bites. We use it all the time. And she said, oh my gosh, seriously? I said, yeah, there's not anything I've found so far it doesn't help with, just kind of teasing, making it lighthearted. I don't like people to feel pressured by me. I like people to have that in my regular conversation. Okay. So she said, actually, I've been meaning to reach out to you. And so we were just chatting back and forth on her thread, right? On her wall, on her feed. So other people are seeing this. So I gave it that night. I went to bed. Next morning, I woke up and I said, hey, you said that you had been thinking about reaching out to me. What are you looking about using CBD for? And she told me X, Y, and Z, added her to the group. I've let her been in there a couple days, tagged her in some things, just welcomed her officially to the group with our video and all that stuff. And I'm going to follow up with her probably tomorrow and just say, hey, girly, I was thinking about you. Was there anything else I haven't answered for you? I'm getting orders put in today. And you would have that, the next few days if it's something you want to give a shot. So just keep that in mind. Keep the flow going. So when you talk to somebody, your goal should be to get them into our VIP group. When they get in that VIP group and they get approved, make sure they do the questions, because if they don't do the questions, they will be disapproved and deleted. All right. We have like 150 in there right now that are going to be deleted because they just haven't followed the banner at the top that specifically says, fill out the answers. So that way we can get you entered. But at any rate, get your goal every single day. It should be just as small as talking to 3 people and adding them to the VIP group. Now, a quick tip on that. If you've not watched the training video on how to do that, go back to your 7 days, because there is a video on there on how to utilize that group and how to maximize it. And when you do that flow from talking to somebody to getting them in the group to tagging them in things to then following up with them, they will sign up. That's the flow that I have done from the beginning when I started that group, and it works, y'all. It's simple. You don't have to be the expert. It is a third-party tool because it's got other people's testimonies, validations. Are you following me on this? So simple. So simple. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, get back over to the field. The kids should be back over there now. They were on a break earlier. But I hope you have a fantastic Friday. If this video brought you value, can you share your aha moment with me below? Because I always wonder what people's takeaways are from what I have to share. And I always love to be able to give value to this team and to share ideas and to share thoughts and, things that I'm learning too, because as you guys know, I am a pro, but I am not a know-it-all. I don't know all the things. I've been in this industry a long time. I don't call myself a network marketing professional. I think it's cheesy. I don't like it. So I don't call myself that. But I would feel like at this level that I've achieved in my success with the industry, earning $500,000, that I'm on some sort of a professional level, right? So I always want to make sure that I'm supporting you and guiding you guys and providing value for you on a regular basis. So if you got something out of this video, please let us know below what things that you learned and what you're going to implement in your business. Let's have a fantastic Friday. Let's crush this goal of 125K this month. And I know that so many people are reaching for huge goals. So, be a team player and just reach out to your upline today and say, how can I help you in your goal? People really want team players, especially leaders, and it helps us to know who we are working with, and those who show up go up. So have a fantastic Friday. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.